like clock. I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols, reaming my body.
Alright guys, in this video I'm going to reply to a couple of comments. The last time I did this, some of you guys actually liked, so why not do it again? Alright, now the first one is like an old comment, but I think it's going to be very necessary, especially in the upcoming chapters. The first comment says, I don't trust Amado, but I believe he's mostly telling the truth. Here's the thing with Amado, and I think a lot of people could kind of agree with this, but of course this happened a very long time ago, so some of you guys might not necessarily remember the whole thing. But if Amado is 100% truthful, we have to believe that he's stupid. Flat out, it's just that simple. And of course, Amado, from what we have seen, is a flat out genius. So I'm gonna say this again, and of course I'm gonna explain this after this. If we are to believe that Amado is 100% truthful, we have to think that he is an idiot. Now here's the thing. If you guys do recall, Amado basically set this whole plan up to basically revive Ichigo Tsuzuki to pretty much have the karma seal relieved from Kawaki's body. But the downside is the fact that Ichigo Tsuzuki is going to be alive, stronger than he ever was for a couple of days. And who in the world is going to stop Ichigo Tsuzuki from giving Kawaki the karma seal again? Now I want you guys to listen to me, man, because this right here is a little bit more important. As Amado actually came to the Hidden Leaf Village at first, he had no idea that Naruto was still alive. He thought that Naruto was actually dead. So from Amado's point of view, he went to the Hidden Leaf Village and tried to revive Ichigo Tsuzuki, to basically of course kill him in a couple of days and relieve Kawaki with the karma seal, with the hopes that Sasuke alone would be able to solo Ishiki Otsutsuki. That makes absolutely no sense. Again, if we are to believe that Amado is 100% truthful, we have to believe that he is an idiot. Now, of course, there's a possibility that the only reason why Amado did it like this is to reset the clock of when Kawaki actually does become a full and whole vessel. Just to explain that situation real quick, if Ichigo Tsuzuki does actually revive into Kawaki's body, he'll then be 100% complete because Kawaki's body can sustain Ichigo Tsuzuki's revival. And from what we've seen, Kawaki was actually close to that situation actually happening. What we know now is that Boruto is 80% complete in his quote-unquote Otsuzukeification. Kawaki has literally always been ahead of Boruto in his karma seal development, so it's very possible that Kawaki himself was probably also at like 80% or possibly even 90%. And of course at that particular time, it would definitely be smart for Amado to actually reset the clock and then try to come up with a more permanent fix later on down the line. Now real quick, here's the problem that I have. Amado didn't say that. Like, we're making all these excuses for Amado, just assuming that he wanted to quote-unquote reset the clock. If Amado actually said that, then I would actually believe him. But from what we've seen before in the Boruto manga, Amado actually believes that there's a possibility that Naruto and Sasuke might actually beat Ichigo Tsuzuki. I'm not necessarily going to say that's completely impossible, but from what Amado's original plan was, how in the world was this plan going to go through if he himself believed that Naruto was dead? So again, if Amado is being 100% truthful, we have to believe that he's an idiot, and I don't think that he's an idiot. So of course, Amado is definitely hiding something. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Now the next comment says, Sasuke can't die yet. He has to give his eyes for Sarada's eternal mangekyou Sharingan, and that means Sarada at least needs a mangekyou Sharingan. Alright, now first of all, just to explain this real quick, there is definitely a precedent of people actually harvesting eyes. Obito himself had a lab of like hundreds of Sharingans that he took from the Uchiha assassination. So even if Sasuke does actually die, his eyes wouldn't immediately die along with Sasuke. So of course, Sarada would then be able to harvest Sasuke's eyes and of course wait until she actually get the mangekyou Sharingan. Now let's get to the real point I wanted to make. I think that a lot of people are jumping too far ahead with the mangekyou Sharingan and Sarada thing. As of right now, Sarada is struggling with a one-tomo Sharingan. Like, listen to me. Listen to that. She is struggling with a one-tomo Sharingan, and people are talking about a mangekyou Sharingan. Her chakra reserves are of course going to grow, and of course she's going to eventually be able to handle the Sharingan, but that's just the Sharingan. Like, I truly want to emphasize this to you guys. In the last battle that Sarada used the Sharingan in the anime, her eyes literally started to bleed. We've never really seen that before with a regular Sharingan. Itachi himself, bless his soul, had the Sharingan on 24/7. He was never lacking. In a situation like Sarada, I think that people need to pump the brake. Now 1000%, I'm not saying that Sarada will never get the mangekyou Sharingan or the eternal mangekyou Sharingan or even a Rinnegan. But I'm just saying, as of right now, it's not looking so good. All right, now the next comment I want to read, it basically says, I just want Boruto to use the jougan so we could see more of its abilities. All right, now here's the thing. As I said in my last video, there's a very good chance that we might see Boruto's jougan pop up if Boruto does actually enter the second stage of the karma seal. Basically what we see Momoshiki do when he took control over Boruto's body. But I highly doubt, like, if we do actually see that, we're probably not going to get to see a lot of the abilities of the jougan, for example in the anime, and this is mainly because of the nature of the Boruto manga. The Boruto manga has been famous for this, not necessarily giving us every single detail of the battles. Of course, this is a very big reason upon why people didn't necessarily like the last chapter of Boruto, even though it was Naruto and Sasuke versus literally the full power Ichigo Tsuki. When this actually does get animated, then we're going to get to see a lot more detail of the abilities of Boruto's jougan. Now I do want to point this out mainly because I don't necessarily want to crush anybody's dreams. I'm not saying that it's going to be completely impossible for us to see any sort of detail about Boruto's jougan in the next Boruto chapter or in the manga period, but I'm just saying the likelihood is definitely not there. If we do want to see a lot of the details about Boruto's jougan, it's going to most likely come in the Boruto anime mainly because as of right now, jougan is literally an anime only thing. But let me know what you guys think about these things in the comment section below and give me some of your opinions, especially on the Amado thing, mainly because I think that right there is definitely going to be one of the more intriguing things. Do you guys think that Amado is 100% trustworthy? But it's me, your boy Bar B, and we out.
It's a knife.